Hello, everybody. It is December 1st, which is honestly shocking that we're already in December. And I want to talk about the Packers injury report for today. I'll look at the Bears and the Packers because there are a couple players who at least we should have some interest in for whether or not they'll be playing on Sunday when it comes to obviously both teams, but the Chicago Bears as well. And looking at the Packers and their injuries, we've suffered so many different injuries this year, which has definitely hurt the defense, especially in the past couple of weeks. Losing Rashawn Gary, the defense has not looked quite as good when you lose a guy who causes havoc in every area of the game, pass rush, when it comes to stopping the run. I put out a tweet earlier today about Rashawn Gary, and according to ESPN, he has the highest run-stop win rate, which is basically how often he wins his snaps against the offensive lineman he's facing off against the run. He has the top run-stop percentage win rate in the NFL at edge rusher. So to not have Rashawn Gary there has definitely hurt this run defense. We saw last week just how terrible this run defense was facing off against Jalen Hurts. And this week we're facing off against Justin Fields most likely because he fully practiced today after being limited yesterday. And so the Packers need to figure out what they're doing wrong, because if they don't come prepared and figure out a way to stop what they allowed to happen last week, it could be another tough day for the run defense if Justin Fields isn't able to be contained, because he's probably a more dangerous runner than Jalen Hurts right now at this point. So first off, let's look at the Packers injury report right here. David Bakhtiari didn't practice on Wednesday, limited Thursday. No big deal there. He's been injured all year, takes days off during the week, and he's been playing recently. Chris Barnes fully practiced yesterday and today, looks fine. Losing Devondre Campbell has definitely hurt this defense as well. Luckily, it's not for the whole season. He was limited both Wednesday and Thursday, which is today. And so to have him back this week will definitely help, because last week against the Eagles, Quay Walker, who has, I think, struggled a lot this year at inside linebacker. According to PFF, he's the 78th ranked inside linebacker out of 82 inside linebackers. And last week he struggled a ton, especially at the beginning of the game. Jalen Hurts breaks away, Quay's the spy, he breaks down, can't make a tackle, and that happened multiple times. So hopefully Devondre will be back. He's much more experienced. He is still, I'd say, one of the top inside linebackers in the NFL, and to get him back would definitely help, especially against Justin Fields. Then we have A.J. Dillon, limited both Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully he's okay. Romeo Doubs, discussed it yesterday. He was finally back at practice after missing the past 3 games with that ankle injury. And I'm just excited to hopefully get to see Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs out there some more, because we have not seen Romeo Doubs on the field with Christian Watson in this hot streak he's been in, because Christian Watson's hot streak started when Romeo Doubs went down with an injury. And part of the reason that Christian Watson, I think, had more opportunity in that game where he first had 3 touchdowns was because Romeo Doubs was injured. So we all know he's been balling out recently. He's been playing at the top of his game. I think he got the Rookie of the Month for November with 6 touchdowns, and he's more touchdowns than lots of elite receivers right now in the NFL. So to have him out there, and hopefully Romeo Doubs will be back this week. He was limited today, so it could happen. We'll see. Maybe not, but I'm excited to see what Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson look like together playing at an elite level. And as I mentioned a few days ago, I think on Twitter or something, looking at next year, I hope Rodgers returns, because I think that this offense will take a huge step forward with both of those guys coming into their second year, knowing the offense even more than this year. I think things will start clicking even more. Then we have Shamar John-Charles. He's been dealing with an ankle injury for a while, fully practiced yesterday and today. We have Elton Jenkins, still that knee injury, similar to Bakhtiari. Didn't practice Wednesday, limited on Thursday, so he should be okay. Aaron Jones, shin/glute injury, limited yesterday and today, so hopefully he should be fine. Looks like he should be. Mercedes Lewis, veteran rest day, as per usual for him. And then Aaron Rodgers, right thumb/rib injury. Didn't practice Wednesday, was limited today. So Aaron Rodgers got beat up like crazy in that game against the Eagles. He tried to push through it, couldn't quite do it. You could see the pain he was experiencing after taking that rib shot. But it looks like he should be good to go for Sunday. Who knows if he'll be, he probably won't be fully healthy because he's been playing through that thumb injury already. And now he has this rib injury. But Rodgers did say in a interview in the past couple of days, I believe it was yesterday, that he is sort of shocked as to how good he feels when it comes to that rib injury compared to how he felt on Sunday. So it looks like that thing has his rib injury, whatever the specific injury is, has healed a little quicker than he maybe thought it would have. So that is good news, and I know there has been this debate among Packers fans. Some of you guys have commented it as well, that you would rather see Jordan Love in here because of Aaron Rodgers not being fully healthy. But I still think when you have Aaron Rodgers, he has been our quarterback here for such a long time. We paid him a ton of money in the offseason, and if he's fully healthy and you still have a chance at making the playoffs, I think you have no choice but to play Aaron Rodgers, and I'm all for Rodgers suiting up if he's able to push through the pain, which it seems like he is. And if he were to come out during the game, let's say he starts off in the first couple of series, he's noticeably in pain, he's not playing well, and it looks like he's not going to be able to run the offense as he typically does, I think at that point you say, okay, maybe Aaron, you're not quite healthy enough, you're not going to be able to do what we need to do, just sort of like what happened in the game on Sunday. Rodgers tried to play through it, he clearly couldn't, was in tons of pain, then Jordan Love came in. I think that scenario would make sense if Rodgers isn't fully healthy, but it looks like he should be fine for Sunday. He's facing off against a team that he, owns, so that should be exciting, hopefully. And then we have Darnell Savage. Didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday, so that's not great for Savage. Savage has definitely not been good this year when it comes to safety. You look at his PFF grade, really, really terrible. So we'll see if he's able to go on Sunday. But Rudy Ford, who came in this year, has been playing lights out at safety for the Packers, which maybe the Packers will use him at safety next year. Who knows what will happen there, but it's good that Gutekunst is pretty good at finding, gems hidden. So Rudy Ford playing good. Hopefully Savage will be healthy sometime soon. Then moving to the Chicago Bears, I'll throw up the entire thing here. You can read through it if you want to. But the biggest injury for the Bears is, of course, Justin Fields, which I already mentioned. The shoulder injury, limited on Wednesday, fully practiced Thursday. So with him fully practicing Thursday, you would assume that Justin Fields should be good to go, which means the Packers are going to have their hands full with another running QB. And this past week, it did not work out against Jalen Hurts. Breaking records, the Eagles' offense runs for 363 yards. The Packers had no answer. And I think when you look at this Packers defense, the run defense has just been poor. You look at the defensive line, the Eagles pretty much manhandled them the entire game. Just feels like there's a lack of physicality. We're not really dictating at the line of scrimmage. We're always getting pushed around there, which obviously led the Eagles to do what they did. So I'm curious to see what Joe Barry's answer is. Because if the Bears just watched that game and they saw, oh wow, we can really push this defense around, you'd think the Bears would try to do a similar thing. So let's see if Joe Barry has figured out what to do to stop this team. The thing is with this Packers defense throughout the entire year, it's like at times we can stop one area of one team's game, like against the Tennessee Titans. It's like, okay, we should probably stop Derrick Henry. They have one of the worst passing offenses in the NFL. We hold Derrick Henry to around 80 or so yards, maybe 88 to be exact. So we did that. Pretty good, good job by the Packers defense there. But then we allow Tannehill to throw for 330 yards. So I just think the Packers defense just has had trouble game planning on how to stop every aspect of a defense. And I think when you are offense, and when you have a QB who can also run, it just adds another wrinkle in there. And so we'll see if Joe Barry has something figured out to hopefully be able to stop this Bears offense and Justin Fields. But also the defense needs to tackle, because Matt LaFleur came out yesterday and said officially the Packers had 22 missed tackles. And if in that game on Sunday against the Eagles, we would have made our tackles, it would have been much less bad, because it still would have been bad because they still had tons of open running lanes consistently throughout the game. They still probably would have run for, 200 yards, which isn't good at all. That's pretty bad, but 360 is much worse than 200. So we'll see if the Packers can somehow clean up that defense, because it hasn't really quite lived up to the expectations that many had going into the season. But that's pretty much it for the injuries for today. Eagles game. Bears, Packers. I'm not sure what time it is Sunday. I need to check that. But a few days away. Hopefully we can win. We're still in playoff contention. Let's hope every other team around us in the wild card race loses and we somehow kept going a hot streak. That's always my hope. It hasn't happened yet, but you never know. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Luke_Beller, for more Packers content if you haven't already. Follow me over there. That's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time.